Hi, this is S.Bodley again. This is the Department of Justice Cover Up number 3. If you've watched the first two, I started going into documents on the second one. Today we're going to be talking about, in the documents, there's a motion to dismiss for grand jury violations, a motion to dismiss for statute of limitations violations, and then there's a notice of judicial motion filed in the Supreme Court. Now, the grand jury motion to dismiss, there were a bunch of grand jury violations. I never was able to go before the grand jury. I have no idea who my accusers are. The prosecutor was holding the grand jury records, which were never brought forth in open court. But the prosecutor holding those records, it's a violation of U.S. versus Williams. So that's going to be a very interesting read. The statute of limitations, I have found that, or at least it's my opinion, that like Nixon back in his day, he was using the CIA and FBI to spy on his enemies. I believe the Bush administration and the Obama administration are using the IRS, and I'm being attacked with them very aggressively. But there are statute of limitations when it comes to IRS situations. They're either 3 or 6 years. In my indictment, they went back to 1999, way past the statute of limitations. These motions were dismissed by the judge, swept under the carpet. Very good read there. Now, the last one is the notice of judicial motion filed in the Supreme Court. This was done, this is regarding the Title 18 situation about not being enacted properly because there was no quorum. Now, the case, U.S. versus Molesky, went to the Supreme Court. The Department of Justice waived argument, which means they didn't want to make a ruling on it. They pretty much agreed that it was correct. It was sent to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court gave judicial notice that yes, everything in this document is correct, but they would not rule on it. The amount of damages in the prison system, it's $1 billion industry, and the damages would be just incredible. And the people have been in prison since 1948. Lots of people have been damaged by this. So that's a very good read. In the documents also is the actual document that was filed into the Supreme Court. It starts out with 14 proof or something like that, 14 U.S. versus Molesky. So that was the actual document. It's in there. The Supreme Court said it's okay, but they're not going to rule on it. That's it for today. Enjoy the read. I'll attempt to get out another one tomorrow. We'll have some other documents that I've filed that you really should take a look at. Thanks very much. Enjoy your day.